Greetings, everyone. Forgive me for the voice and everything. I'm literally just getting up. And then I read the news because I'm a stupid man who enjoys pain and punishment. So I woke up today to seeing Justin Brasso, correction on the name if need be, had basically said that Anthem is selling Global Force. Right! After 9 months. Why? It basically says that Global Force is quote unquote hemorrhaging money and that they're looking at potential suitors to buy it. Basically, all of them would be dismantling the entire promotion for the tape library. I honestly don't know what to say at this point. As a fan of TNA, I am beyond upset. Not in the I'm going to go jump off the local city bridge, but in the confused and kind of angry that they would even get in bed with Global Force if Anthem wasn't willing to put in the time and effort. Now, I should point this out. Justin Brasso does not have a history of reliability in the pro wrestling news industry. After seeing the way Sports Illustrated and ESPN have reported on things in the past, I'm not saying he's bad at his job. I'm saying he's an unknown commodity. He's someone that I don't know and therefore do not trust. But with the events of yesterday, this seems like the logical conclusion point for a unnecessarily shit day. I think Global Force and Anthem were expecting a better TV deal that they did not get. I don't know if they were shopping, because I am confused why they have never gone to CW and asked them what's up, because CW constantly rolls over their TV shows on Fridays. They spend a lot of money canceling and bringing in new shows. Pro wrestling's right in that fucking demographic, and the 52 weeks a year, just it fucking seems like it'd be a logical point to kind of continue on. Bring them in, let them run Fridays, makes sense to me. But then again, I'm a logical person. Let me pull up the actual fucking thing, and we can lament about this together, like friends. It's perplexing, but I guess that's just what it is. So Mike Johnson posted this on to PW Insider about an hour ago. Justin Barrasso of Sports Illustrated reporting that Global Force Wrestling under Anthem Media's ownership has been hemorrhaging funds, and that sources close to the situation have confirmed that Anthem is ready to withdraw itself from the wrestling industry and sell Global Force. It was obvious based on the last set of TV tapings that there had been cutbacks with a number of talent not brought in, others only being used for certain tapings before being flown home, as opposed to remain for the entire run of tapings. Since purchasing what at the time was known as TNA Impact Wrestling, Anthem has had to catch the company up and get it out of several legal predicaments, including the Billy Corgan situation and a lawsuit brought against the company by its former company, Virginia's Audience of One Productions. Productions company, sorry. Like I said, just woke up. The ownership came with Impact Wrestling deeply in the red. Although there have been several new TV deals made, there have been relatively few new revenue streams brought into the company and partnerships forged with different international promotions like AAA, Crash, and Noah. Since Anthem purchased the company, controversy continued to follow, including the Broken Hardys situation, the suspension of then-reigning GFW champion Alberto Patron, and now the departure of Jeff Jarrett, who's taking an indefinite leave of absence as creative chief officer, following a meeting yesterday in Nashville with Ed Nordholm. Prior to Anthem taking ownership, Dixie and Impact Ventures... hang on, let me reread that. Prior to Anthem taking ownership of Impact from Dixie Carter and Impact Ventures LLC, World Wrestling Entertainment, Ring of Honor parent company Sinclair Broadcasting, and Billy Corgan, who went on to purchase the NWA instead, all looked into potentially acquiring the brand, and in the case of Corrigan, began the process of, before ending up suing the very company he was at the time president of. PW Insider can confirm that there were multiple meetings yesterday afternoon and early evening regarding plans for the company going forward. We can also confirm the calls were being made yesterday to members of the roster to assure them that everything was fine following the Jarrett announcement. Anthem Media is also the parent company of the Fight Network, which airs pro wrestling program regularly. It has began putting much of the library to use on the network since acquiring ownership. So that's where we stand right now. Again, I don't know how much of this is true. I don't know how much of it is on point. It's kind of gotten to a point where the eternal optimist in me for this company is running out of optimism. I don't know what can be done at this point. I feel like literally overnight, like shit. 2 days ago, everything was fine. And now here we are, probably days away from a WWE buyout. I can't believe it's kind of come to this, and part of me thinks that what happened to Jarrett yesterday was Jarrett kind of rightfully getting mad at Ed Nordholm and the folks of Anthem for, if this is true, for what's going down. A lot of these talent are damn good, and they don't deserve to be hindered by the WWE's lack of creativity. But then again, if the Ring of Honor bought him out, it'd be the same fucking thing. Billy Corgan, same fucking thing. I don't, unless Jarrett can come up with the money and get attached with Toby Keith or whoever the fuck, I have to imagine if this report is true, which I don't want it to be, but I have to think it is. Pretty much all points to WWE acquiring the library, so. I had so much hope for this new regime. And they just announced, like literally last week, that the new streaming service is coming this year. There's so much of this I can't even explain. I can't figure out, I can't understand, make sense of. It does seem that the announcement of the TV deal, or lack thereof, when it came to Pop renewing them last week or a week ago, seemed to be a catalyst to this. So I don't know. I'm not going to comment or reply to anyone talking about how happy they are that WWE is going to buy them out if that ends up being the case. Because anyone who wants this company to go away is a piece of scum. You guys are. Because there's no good thing that can come from this company not existing. There's not. It's a vacuum in the wrestling landscape. Pro Wrestling Guerrilla runs once a month. New Japan style causes brain damage. Ring of Honor is stuck in this ever kind of complacent landscape. I don't know. I don't know what happens. After all the time and energy put into this reboot, I feel like it's kind of a shitty thing to do, to pull out not even a third of the way through it. Everyone said it's going to take 3 years, and you're not even done with the first one yet. And I feel like that's a shitty thing to do. I feel like that's a real shitty thing to do, especially since optimism for the brand is not at an all-time high, but at a 3-year high at least, maybe even a 4-year high. So, I don't know. Anger. That's what I have at the moment. Confusion, upset. And here's the bigger issue. I don't know what happens to us as a brand if Global Force closes down, because I'm going to have very few reasons to keep up with the product the way I do without Global Force being my weekly reminder of what I enjoy. So, That's gonna be interesting, huh? For more musings and things, go to realnerdcorp.com. Check out the Twitter, NerdCorp, NERD-CORP. You can find me on Twitter at ChadNerdCorp, CHAD-NERD-CORP. You can find me on Instagram at the same handle. Let me reassure you, even if Global Forces go to business, we'll be around. I just don't know what we'll be doing. Maybe we'll be talking more about comics and sci-fi. Maybe I'll watch the WWE more. Ugh, that hurt to say out loud. Life. All right, folks. Have a good one.